We started a game we never got to finish.
I was just fooling about.
I was.
I'm your huckleberry.
Dutch girls live, Southern charm and class. Oh yeah, Myrtle Beach vibe with that true Southern sass. Steel Magnolia, she's bringing the heat. Her Southern drawl just can't be beat. Smack that like hit that sun. Hey, hey, get on board for the Dutch bus. Oh, oh. Steel Magnolia, like whiskey neat. Come on, y'all, rock that beat. She's a belle, but she'll take you to church. So true. Don't mess with Dutchie, cause you might get burned. Class and grace, she's got that spice. Misbehave, ooh, you better think twice. Bring the fun, bring the fire. Lift you up, take you higher. Smack that light, hit that sun. Hey, hey, get on board for the Dutch bus. Oh, oh. Steel Magnolia, like whiskey neat. Come on, y'all, rock that beat. She's a belle, but she'll take you to church. So true. Don't mess with Dutchie, cause you might get burned. Class and grace, she's got that spice. Ooh, misbehave, ooh, you better think twice. Bring the fun, bring the fire. Lift you up, take you higher. Smack that light, hit that sun. Hey, hey, get on board, join the Dutch bus. Oh, oh. Steel Magnolia, like whiskey neat. Come on, y'all, rock that beat. Adventures in South Carolina, it's a wild ride. Come join the fun and leave your
It is hotter than
She's got the tea and
freaking
you
bullfrog on a blacktop
y'all, Dutchie is coming
pavement.
We basically have
YouTubers.
that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Welcome to the fucking show.
Hey y'all, hey. What y'all doing? I'm on my phone because I'm in the kitchen and I can't bring the whole laptop in the daggone kitchen. Put a 1 in chat and let me know if you can hear me. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Hey, Allie. I sort of say you're probably cooking. Thank you for being here. Hey, Chatty. What you doing? I'm glad to see you. There's the Duke. I had to go on the Duke's phone because I can't type if I'm on my phone in StreamYard. Y'all know how it goes. I appreciate y'all joining me. I had some people leave me a comment, said it would really help if we had the instructions. And I wanted to tell y'all that the instructions or the ingredients are in the description of this video. So if you wanted to cook along with me, you could do that. So let me get over here. I'm going to turn my camera on. Don't be shocked. I've been running around all day. Dutchie looks like a hot mess express. Hang on, let me get over here. Gotta fix this camera so I can see. Y'all gotta get it off the counter. I don't want to look at the counter yet, do you? Hey, y'all. Hey. I know I don't show my face a lot, but it's because it distracts people. So I hope y'all's doing good. Oh, Lord, my glasses. I can't even. Heavens to Betsy. If I'm echoing, it's because I'm in the kitchen. We have like an open floor plan. As you can see, there's the living room all the way down yonder. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday, y'all. Hey, Dodie. Hey, Jason. I'm glad to see y'all got on my Dutch Bus shirt. If y'all have not been over to the Bonfire store, I love this shirt. This is the baseball tee. Y'all, it's so comfy. It's so comfy. So comfy. Y'all ready to make some biscuits? I made some earlier because the Duke wanted a snack. So I made some biscuits earlier. And I have to say, y'all, oh Lord, the sun's coming in my window. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see because, hang on, let me get out of this light. There's my biscuits that I made earlier. So good. Put a little honey. There's the Duke. They're delicious. He said to tell y'all, what'd you say, babe? What'd you say that you were going to tell people? They really are good. They melt in your mouth. Hey, Bobo. It's good to see you. Yes, I'm eating on the live. Don't tell anybody. Jason, don't work too hard. So, I made like 7 biscuits. Grandma's recipe, you can't beat it. So, we're going to get started, and I'm going to show y'all how to do it. I'm going to add it to the batch. Now, they are yummy, though. Meemaw knew what she was doing. Now, let me tell you a couple key things to know. I cook my biscuits in a cast iron skillet. I don't cook them on a aluminum pan in the oven. I cook it on a cast iron skillet, and I cooked biscuits in this earlier, so we're going to spray it down with a little bit of olive oil so they won't stick. And I have my oven preheating to 425. But we're going to cut that heat up once we get them in the oven. But we got to preheat it to 425. And this recipe is actually really easy to make. Betty Joe, it's your birthday? Honey, if you come down here, I'll make you some biscuits. I'll make you a cake if you want me to. All right, y'all, hang on. I got to turn y'all off for a second because I got to get you back on this. I got to get a new stand. This thing is aggravating as hell. Oh, shit. Hang on. Are y'all still there? Did I lose you? Okay, I think y'all are there. I hit the Google button on my phone. Happy birthday, Betty Joe. I hope you had a wonderful birthday, darling. Have you talked to Libby at all? I don't see her much anymore, but I see her over there on TikTok. She just lives right down the road from me. I need to catch up with her. Let me see if I can adjust this camera so I can get it down to where it needs to be so y'all can see my countertop. And yes, I use my bare hands. Now, I know I'm going to have people to be like, oh my God, she's using her bare hands. Well, guess what? I also use soap to wash my hands, okay? Listen, I'm Southern. We don't use all these crazy utensils and shit like that. Okay, so let's see if I can get y'all pointed down here. I should have just went on regular YouTube so I could turn my daggone camera around. I could have the Duke to hold it. He's outside right now. I'm sure he'll be back in a minute. So we're going to get started. You hadn't been to the beach in a couple years? Well, you need to come back and see me. Come visit me. I'm right here on the waterway in North Myrtle, Little River. No secret. Most people do know where I'm at, but it's no big deal. All right, y'all ready to get started? I hope y'all can see me because I got this sunshine coming in my kitchen window. Let me see if I can close these blinds. I didn't take that into consideration when I was doing this. The sun would be coming in. Didn't think about that, honestly. But it does set to the west. Well, the ovens reach temperature. So, get you a mixing bowl. This is my mixing bowl that I use. The ingredients are in the description. Hey, Chroma Chronicles. It's good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Now, this recipe is real simple. It's my meemaws. So you want to get a cup, 1 cup measuring cup. And I use White Lily self-rising flour. And the reason I use self-rising flour is because, you can use all-purpose flour, but you will have to add baking powder and salt if you use all-purpose flour. It's not that you can't, but I find it to be easier to use self-rising flour because you don't have to add extra salt, baking powder, and baking soda. Hey, Dragon. So if you just have all-purpose flour, you can go to the description of this video. If you're on TikTok, I posted my entire recipe on my TikTok, which is Bent Dutch Halo. And I'll have to get Hubby to drop the link to my TikTok because I can't type on my StreamYard right now. When I get done, I can share that with you. Or if one of the mods know my link to my TikTok, they can share it with you. But we're going to be using self-rising flour. I use White Lily. You can use Martha White. You can use King Arthur. Well, that's about all the ones that I know. Okay. So we're going to get 2 level cups of flour. So let me dip it in here and get me some flour. I mean, it ain't got to be perfect, but I like to level mine off because, well, I'm a little OCD about things. So now we got 1 cup. We're going to dump it in. We'll get us another cup. I did call my neighbor Carla. I told her if she come over, I'd give her some biscuits because I'll probably have too many left over. I can't eat all these biscuits by myself. All right, 2nd cup leveled off. And then I usually use about 1/4 to a 1/2 cup of flour, and I just use it as needed. I see that sun is still coming in. My gracious, I'm going to have to relocate. Hang on a second. Let me turn my camera off and move my... aggravation. I cannot with this sun. Let me see if I move it over here if y'all can see it better. Let me see if this is better. Can y'all see it better from right there? Yes? Put a 1 in chat if this is better. Hey, Chico. I'm moving all my stuff around, so if I miss you, I'm sorry. It's because listen, I don't ever go live in my kitchen. I'm usually in the kitchen doing stuff when I'm listening to other people live. Okay, good. Because the sun, as you can see, is like setting over here. I didn't take that into consideration, y'all. Listen, I'm no Martha Stewart, but I feel like I can cook some pretty good dishes. Hey, Arctic. I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for stopping by. So we've got 2 cups of self-rising flour in the bowl. And I'm not going to add baking powder, baking soda, and salt because I don't need to because it's self-rising. But if you do have all-purpose flour, you're going to need to add that, okay? All right. Now, let me get my buttermilk. And my butter. And listen, if you like these little cooking tutorials, I mean, I cook all kinds. I have to cook dinner for hubby every night because the man's got to eat. I mean, you know, that's one of my love languages is cooking for my hubby. So I'm gonna show y'all some little tricks, that Meemaw taught me. Because she always had good tricks. Now, the one thing that Meemaw always puts, I have a teaspoon right here. And I use, which I mean, I don't know what kind of sugar y'all use. We don't use white sugar because it's not good for you. It's over processed. So I use sugar in the raw. I highly recommend it. If y'all use white sugar, I don't like over processed. So I take a teaspoon of granulated sugar in the raw and add it to my flour. Gives your biscuits extra flavor. Wait a minute, you see one eye in the camera? That's me. All right, so we got the sugar. Now we want to add the butter. We want to put a whole stick of butter. I use sweet cream salted because, well, you want to have a little bit of salt in it. And since I'm not adding that extra salt because I'm using the self-rising flour, I use sweet cream salted, but you can use unsalted butter. You can also use lard. You can also use vegetable shortening to make your biscuits. But this is 4 ounces, or it's 8 tablespoons. And it usually has a measuring thing on it right here. So we're going to use this whole stick. And let me show you how we're going to do it. And don't forget to like the stream. Share it out if you think somebody wants to learn how to make biscuits the Southern way. And Betty, if you're watching, maybe you should take some lessons and quit making fun of the way that I talk. You crazy heifer. All right, so everybody have a grater? Like a cheese grater. This is what I cut my butter with on the big side. So you can freeze your butter or get it straight out of the refrigerator. So I just take my butter and grate it straight into the flour. Y'all thank me later for this. You don't want to melt it or anything like that. I always keep a couple sticks frozen in the freezer for this particular thing. Now later tonight, I'm going to be doing a short stream to talk about the coroner case here with Megan Jackson and Chris Dontel. And we're going to look at Chris Dontel. He got his sentencing on Monday, and that'll be around 8:30, 8:45 after we make these biscuits. So if y'all happen to be free and you want to come back and for about an hour and listen to that, please do drop by. All right, so we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. When it gets too small, I just usually cut it up with a little knife. But if you're real brave, you can do like me and just run it up down the grater with your fingers. I suggest this only for expert level. You might cut your fingers. All right. And see, you got all this nice little fine butter. Looks like mozzarella cheese. Don't break up that butter. Now, if I get these biscuits made, we're going to make some homemade guacamole. Who likes homemade guacamole? Because my husband needs some. And I told him I'd make it on the live if he wanted me to. Now, listen, you can just use your little butter knife that I use for the flour, and you can cut that last little bit of butter up, but you want it to be really fine. And then what I do is, if you guys can see this, I don't know, the sun might still be, but I just take the butter and you want to kind of sift it into the flour to break it up. And because you want to break up those chunks. You never thought of using a grater for butter? Follow me for more tips. I know a couple little things. I know a little something about something. This ain't my first rodeo. Listen, my mama made biscuits when I was a kid in the 70s. And she thought she was doing her mama's recipe, Mima. God bless her. And I'll never forget it. Daddy came home from working out of state. And she told my daddy she made biscuits. And she served them up, and Daddy took that biscuit and he tried to bite it, and it was hard as a golf ball, and he threw it into the brick fireplace. And needless to say, it bounced off the fireplace. And Mama never made biscuits after that. She bought canned biscuits. Yeah. You know, the kind that when you pop them open, you almost have a heart attack. So my mama asked me, she said, I just can't believe you can make my mama's biscuits. And I could never get it right. So I didn't learn it from my mama, y'all. I learned it straight from Mima. Of course, this is the same lady who wouldn't teach me how to use a sewing machine either, because she said I would sew my fingers together, okay? But you know who does know how to use the sewing machine? The Duke. That man can sew anything. He could probably make my own clothes if I needed it. And he won't even show me how to use the sewing machine, probably because he thinks I'd sew. Because he thinks I'd sew my fingers together still. Okay, so now we got all this butter. And now you just have this right here. It's just this fine, with tiny little chunks of butter. Allie says, my husband knows how to also, and I do not. You can sew, Cash? That's awesome. Y'all, I can't touch my screen, and Duke, if you're listening, you need to get back in here so you can do the comments, because I need to slide them up and down, but I can't because I got dirty hands. All right, I'm going to wash my hands. So if I miss your comment, I'm sorry, but I'm cooking. How you doing, Cash? I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you being here. These biscuits are not like British cookies. I hear myself echoing. Somebody's coming in with, hey, puppy, you can't eat biscuits either. They're not like cookies, you know. Okay. I know. So you see the glare too, babe?
It's not bad.
It's not bad. I had to move the thing because obviously that was not working. He's going to shut the blinds all the way. I'm afraid I'll put the blinds off. Oh, that is much better. Oh, yeah. Let me turn on my light now. Oh, yeah. That is my... Hey, y'all. Hey. Okay. There we go. We're cooking with Crisco now. All right. So let me wipe out this.
It's actually butter.
Yeah, it's not Crisco. We're definitely not putting vegetable shortening in our biscuits. Babe, do you like my biscuits?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're pretty good? Okay. They're just pretty good, though?
Yeah, you missed my comment earlier.
Oh, yeah, because I can't touch the screen. Oh, Allie says that's much better now. I'll know better next time. Now, this is gourmet buttermilk. Now, if you don't have buttermilk, let me tell you how to make it. You take, well, you got your phone. I believe it's in the description of my video. I think I have the directions in there of how much vinegar to add. I just want to double check it. Yeah, 1 tablespoon. I just wanted to double check. It's, you take a measuring cup like this and add 1 tablespoon of vinegar. Prefer like white vinegar. Okay. And then fill the rest of the measuring cup up till it's 1 cup. And then you need to let it sit there for about 10 or 15 minutes.
It says 5 minutes.
Well, I prefer it to be longer because I don't think 5 minutes works. And I'll tell you why. Because I made biscuits one time. Remember that time I made biscuits and it didn't work?
Yeah.
That was the time that I didn't have buttermilk and I made it and I didn't let the milk sit long enough. It didn't, no. So 1 tablespoon of the white vinegar and then fill the milk up on top all the way to 1 cup. And then let it sit, I would say about 10 minutes. And then you'll have buttermilk because really in milk, you just have to add an acid. You can also use lemon juice. Allie said, Duke says, it says 5 minutes. It does, but really I would give it 10 because the longer the better that the acid sits in the milk. You're going to have a better effect. But you can also use lemon juice. The more you know. So if you,
Babe, show me how to get back to the comments.
okay, hit live chat right there. And then you go, see you're on top chat reminder, all messages.
Okay.
Listen, I'm educating everybody. All right, so we're doing 1 cup. Here's my cup again. And we're doing the buttermilk. But remember, if you don't have buttermilk, you can make your own buttermilk. All right, and so I'm just going to make me like a little, push this all to the center. Y'all can see that. Need to pull it back. Babe, you're going to have to come over here and operate this. I just pour it right here in the middle.
It looks good.
Does it look good?
Yeah.
Here, will you put this buttermilk up for me? Put the cap on it. Okay. Now, I'm going to get my wooden spoon. And I wouldn't say beat it, but you want to mix all the flour and the buttermilk until it's all the way and it breaks away from the side of the bowl. So what are grits? Cash wants to know what grits are, babe. Tell him.
Well, it's made out of corn, right? Them hominy grits.
Yeah, it's good. I like sugar on my
You
grits.
simmer it and watch it. Sugar's nasty. On
Listen,
grits.
it's not.
It's butter and salt. That's the only thing you put on grits.
Don't listen to the Duke. You can eat them either way. I like sugar and butter on my grits.
Yuck.
Do you hear this, man? Yeah. Okay, see how the dough is starting to lump up? That's what we want. And see, it's breaking away from the sides and it's kind of individual now. So we're going to get all this off here, off this spoon. And I need to prepare my flour on the counter and we're going to get started. Alice said my mother used to chase me with a wooden spoon when I was bad. Does that count? I've been chased with a spoon, a broom, a switch, you name it. All right, so this is my 1/4 cup. So I'm going to take some flour and I'm just going to throw it all over my counter right here. Put a little extra on the side because I'll need it because I made biscuits earlier and I needed it. So we'll keep that right here for right now. So I'm just spreading this flour out. Babe, can you move that glass thing and pull that light back some so they can see better? Because I noticed that, I guess, I'm on my phone. It just doesn't do justice. I need to get a big camera.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. That's better. Can y'all see that better? Hey, Chico says, no, I haven't seen Crystal. Yeah, I was wondering if Crystal was coming because this is for her. So I hope everything's good. Okay, so now I'm going to take out my dough and I'm going to put it on this flour. And then I'm going to have the Duke to pick up this bowl and get it out of y'all's way when I get done getting it all out. All right, you can take it. All right, let's get some flour on that. Y'all see my dough that I got out here? Now, this is pretty important because you don't want to overwork your dough. Okay? So I just, before I do anything, I just kind of pat it out into this rough rectangle. Got a bunch of dough still on my hands here. Let me.
It's flour on your hands.
I know, I need to get some more flour. Okay, there we go. All right, now. So we're just going to pat it out in this rough rectangle. I just mopped these floors. I'm going to have to mop them again after I do this. And then I just start folding it. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and fold it over. Then I'm going to fold this side over. Fold this over. That's 3 and 4. Get some flour on it. And then we're going to repeat it again. We're going to fold it in half. We're going to fold it again. Going to fold it again. What do you think about it, honey?
That's beautiful. Can I cut them?
Can you cut them? You can. And then we're going to fold it again. And then I'm going to pick this up because I noticed I got some extra dough right here. So I'll move some of this extra dough that didn't take and get me some more flour. I didn't say it wasn't going to be messy. Okay. All right. Now. All right. So then you want to just press it out. And you can use a fluted cutter, but I don't use a fluted cutter. You need to learn how to make gluten-free biscuits. Well, I'm sure you could get gluten-free flour. Never really tried it with that revival. Thank you, Chatty. Allowance money for Puppy. See, Chatty is the one who supports our dog's bad habits.
You know where you find the gluten-free stuff? In the supermarket, you just look for the person with a gun to his head. That's where it is. Because anything without gluten in it doesn't taste worth a damn.
Yeah, we tried it. Well, actually, the almond flour was not that bad, but the Duke does not like it. Okay. Now. All right, so, but I don't have a fluted cutter because I'm Southern, and
So what do you use, babe?
I use a mason jar. So what?
Wide mouth.
Yeah, obviously we don't use the bottom; we use the open end.
Okay.
Listen at him. I'm gonna cut. Okay, so take it, and you need to go and then go around. Yeah. Okay. And then
Show them how thick those biscuits are. They about 3/4 to an inch, maybe. I want to say.
y'all see that? Oh, oh, wait. Okay, you can get one more.
I can get 2 more.
Well, I'm going to fold it over, though. I'm going to fold it. Wait, I'm going to fold it. So when you have all this extra, what I do is just fold the dough back to square one. Make sure you have plenty of flour so you can throw it back in the middle. I love that hubby. Y'all can't see him, but like, he's like, oh, I can't even turn this. He's like literally standing with his arms around me.
Hands.
I have 4 arms, y'all. So I'm just going to throw it back over here like this, and I'm going to fold it a couple times so we can get like an even consistency. Babe, you're too much. And then I'm going to mash it back down so we can get a couple more biscuits out of this dough. Everybody following along? How's everybody doing? Hey, Michelle. Did I see Michelle in there? I can't move the thing because my hands got flour on them. That's a good looking biscuit right there now. We had this happen before where the biscuit gets stuck. Just have to. There we go. Voila.
All right, let's put those in the thing and start cooking.
Okay, so now we're going to add that to the skillet. We might can get one more biscuit out of this, babe. Let me see what I can do here. Let me see if I can work my magic. What's another dish that you like me to cook for you, babe, that you think is really good?
I like that whatever you put on the pork chops and cook them in this same skillet.
The honey garlic
Yeah.
roasted pork chops?
Yeah, there's some kind of, I don't know, mixture that she mixes up.
I make them with love.
It's really tasty. Yeah, let's just get one more because we're going to have too many biscuits.
Well, we'll take some to Carla. All right, now we're going
This is only what, 7, 8 biscuits right there.
Okay, so.
Which, I mean, for us, that's more than enough.
Well, I'm going to take a few to the neighbor. Okay, so now I've got to clean up this mess over here real quick. But what we're going to do is I'm going to put these in the skillet and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So let me get my phone out. See any comments that I missed. Chico does not F with guacamole, cottage cheese, or mushrooms. Well, we're going to make some guac for hubby. Okay, so now what we're going to do, now listen, I have to turn my phone around because.
You want me to hold it?
So what we're going to do is we're going to place these Yes, hold the phone this way and make, let me see if you point it at the pan. Yeah, right there. Okay, so when you put these biscuits in here, this is key. When you're cooking them in a skillet, you want the biscuits to be touching each other. I know that sounds crazy, but yes, the biscuits need to be touching each other. Now, I made more biscuits than I did earlier today, so I'm going to have to move them further out apart here to make my circle. I'm going to have one in the middle. So we're going to bring them in all together, like so. Capiche? Okay. Now, I have the oven set on 425. And what we're going to do now, also, Michelle bought me this nice rag right here. She bought me this little set and it says baking because murder is wrong. That is on my... All right, so we're going to take this skillet and we're going to put it in the oven. And once we get the skillet in there, we're going to jack this temperature up to 500. Okay, and then we're going to set the timer. No, we're not that one.
That one.
This one, we're going to set the timer. 17 minutes. We're going to start out with 17 and see. And we want the biscuits to be brown on top. Now I got to clean up my mess so we can make some guacamole. Let me get y'all back in this. Hang on, let me get you back in my POS camera light thingamajigga that I got going on here. Hey, Miss Brittany, how are you? So good to see you. We're making some buttermilk Meemaws biscuits. And now we're gonna make some guacamole here in a minute, but I gotta get all this extra flour and stuff up. Let me cut my camera back on. Thank you for your assistance, Duke. Are you gonna come help me make your guacamole?
No.
Did you hear that? He wants. So what do you think about my salsa? Tell him about my salsa, babe. Do you like my salsa? I make homemade salsa too, from scratch. I don't buy like tomato sauce. Like I use raw tomatoes. We got them at Tyler's Produce, didn't we?
Yeah. The salsa was totally tits up too.
The salsa was tits up. I don't even know. Okay. Y'all just excuse me while I have to OCD clean my mess up. And then we'll get the guac going. Because Duke needs guac. Michelle says the key is not to tell your husband that you can cook and he won't expect it. You can come over for dinner anytime, Miss Brittany. I cook dinner every day. Tomorrow we're having tuna steak with sweet potato and Italian green beans. See, there's Michelle. That part, I happened to see that. That was Michelle's advice to me. I shouldn't have told Duke that I could cook. I make good cornbread too. My mother-in-law said my cornbread tastes like cake. And I find that to be a compliment. Okay, let me rinse this bowl out and we'll make us some guac. Let me know if you have any questions about the biscuit. Duke just came in here because he wanted to cut the biscuits with the mason jar. That's his part that he wants to do. He don't want to do it anything else. He does cook a lot on the grill though. If Duchess ever takes any of my marriage advice, Duke won't let her hang with me anymore. This could be true. By the way, he told me to have you tell Screwball that he took off Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday when y'all were coming to town. Miss Brittany said, have you ever had cornbread and syrup for dessert? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's very good. Cornbread and buttermilk is what my pawpaw used to eat for bedtime every night. He would take cornbread and sop it in his buttermilk before he went to bed. Now, listen, I like buttermilk biscuits, but you ain't going to catch me just drinking a glass of buttermilk. It's not going to happen. And for those of y'all that was asking about my hand, where I had my pin put in, oh, let me see if I can get it in front of the camera. Look, I can bend it. It's still, I can't bend my pinky, as you can see. I have these nodes growing on my knuckles, and it won't allow me to bend it because I have these I don't know, they're called Heberson's nodes. I'm old, y'all. So see, I can't, it won't go anywhere. But I mean, I can still use it. I pack a punch. Trust and believe that. And I still got this hand too, so it don't slow me down none, because I still got to take care of the Duke. Let's check on these biscuits. Oh yeah, they rising. They looking good. Okay, let's get these avocados over here and the maters. Appreciate my mods being here. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday, and I appreciate you just taking the time to join me out of all the places that you could be on the internet today. Let's see. Where's my knives? All right, so we have these avocado. I really don't need to peel these stickers off of them, but I do want to wash them. Because we're only using the guts. And we got a Roma tomato that we're going to be using. And I think I may have to use some cherub. Michelle says I don't eat tomatoes unless it's fried green tomatoes. I also live in Granger County, which is famous for its tomatoes. Yum, yum. My grandma used to grow these beefsteak tomatoes. I'm not necessarily a fan of eating a lot of tomatoes because the acid breaks me out for some reason. That and strawberries. It's not that I don't like them. I like them, but they don't like me. It's some kind of, I think it has to do with my mast cell. It's an allergy type thing. So, if I cook them, it's not as bad. So, and then we got some cherubs. So we're going to start out by cutting these avocados. Do not give the seed to your dog. Make sure you throw it away. It does not go in the guacamole. You'd be amazed at the people who don't know that. We actually tried to grow avocados with this seed, but they ended up getting fungus and it didn't work. But I'm going to keep trying. So we're going to do 3 of these. These are Haas, Haas avocados, if you're wondering. Yes, it is hard like a peach pit. And it is not edible, okay? Do not try to eat it. It is literally the seed. Sometimes they'll pop right out. Sometimes they're difficult. Yeah, it's hard like a walnut. The key to making good guacamole is making sure that your avocados are ripe. I don't like buying pre-made stuff in the grocery store because I think it has too many additives and preservatives and it has too much salt and sugar in it. So that's why I like to make my own food. And yes, I use my hands, but I also wash my hands. I am a very cleanly person. Michelle and Allie have both been to my house. They have both met me in person. And if you have any questions, I'm sure they would be happy to answer. I think I've washed my hands 10 times on this live stream. Because I'm anal retentive, I can't stand it. I have to make sure my hands are clean. Okay, now, let me, we're going to scoop out the avocado. Well, if it will come out. And you really just want the yellow part. I mean, a little bit of the green is okay. I think when you get to the real green stuff, like sometimes it just doesn't taste very good. And if you see that it's brown, you do not want to use that. If you ever see a part of the inside of the avocado that's brown, it's bad. Don't use it. I usually just take a large spoon and spoon it out until it's clean like this. All right, we got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left for the biscuits. Chris, you're into the Idaho 4 stuff on Reddit? I cannot do Reddit. Those people are crazy over there. I'm glad you made it over. We done made the biscuits. They're in the oven, but you can always rewind. I'll let you see them when they get done in the skillet. Right now I'm making guacamole. About 3 minutes and 50 seconds, Cash. See, you want to clean out the avocado just like that. Hello. I hope Crystal's okay. She's the one who wanted me to do this live stream, and I ain't heard from her. Michelle, do you know if Crystal's okay? Have you talked to her? She said she'd be here. I sent her a StreamYard link. Hey, horsewoman. Honey, the ingredients are in the description, horsewoman, and well, I like them. It's Meemaw's recipe. They sure is good. Thank you for being here. I hope you're well. Hadn't seen you in a while. Hope all's been good for you. Right now, we're just making hubby some homemade guacamole, but I got a difficult avocado half right here in front of me that I don't want to release the goods. There we go. Cooking's messy, y'all. That's why I have to mop my floors every day. I mean, Puppy tries to vacuum. She's actually being a good girl. She's laying over here on the floor. Can y'all see her? You can see her butt. She's just chilling. She's already ate her salmon for dinner. Yeah. Babe, are you still watching? Are you still here? Hey, two old crows. Too bad you're married. I need a good cook to put some pounds on me. Well, you'll have to come see me, two old crows. I got some good recipes. I can send you some good recipes. I love to cook. I think I got it from my meemaw, you know. Mama, she wasn't much of a cook, you know, but she was a working woman. She spent most of her time working. My grandma, well, I was raised on a farm with cows and chickens, and they raised their own crops. So I shelled a lot of beans, pulled a lot of okra, picked a lot of apples and cherries. Grandma ran a produce stand, and she taught me how to cook. So I'm blessed for that, for sure. Grandma never made guacamole, though. Babe, come in here and take these biscuits out. If you're in the chat. Because I got stuff all over my hands. Can I send you an email of a picture that you will? Absolutely, Miss Brittany. Duchess for the missing at gmail.com. And that's the number 4. Mods, can you drop my email for Miss Brittany? Absolutely. If y'all ever need anything, you can just send me an email. Let me go through these avocados. Will you check and see if they're brown?
What do you think?
I give it just one more minute. Let's give it one more minute. We're adding an extra minute. I put it in there for 17 minutes. We're going to go 18. Spot. I don't want that.
Here.
Oh, and then also with my baking because murder is wrong, Michelle got me this spoon too. About to stir shit up.
No. About to stir up some shit.
I'm about to stir up some shit. Same thing. Michelle knows, she's the one that bought it for me. And I do have a, which I'm not even wearing it, but I should be because I'm cooking. But it's hanging over here on the door right here. Let me get it. Yeah, they should be good now.
You want to get this on?
Yeah, hang on. And then I got this apron that she got me. And it says, your opinion is not part of the recipe. All right, hang on. Let me get y'all out of here so I can show y'all the biscuits. All right. Look at that, y'all.
That one got a little wonky, didn't it?
Yeah, that one did get a little wonky, but you know what? I bet it tastes good, though. What y'all think about that? Now, how many YouTubers y'all see cooking on the live stream making live biscuits like that? Huh? That's right. Some butter and honey, horsewoman, or some strawberry grape jelly on it. Mmm.
Let's do this.
Oh. Hang on, let me get him over here. Hubby's gonna get him out of the skillet.
Woo!
They're hot,
They
baby.
hot.
Well, you probably shouldn't be holding them in your hand. They just came out of 500 degrees.
But they're perfect.
Duke is gonna burn his damn hand. See how fluffy they are? Listen, I ain't no spring chicken. I wasn't born last night. I have a little bit of practice under my apron right here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put this back in there just to get the heat out of the way.
Okay. Yeah, that oven be popping. Shoo-wee! Hang on, let me get y'all back in this thing. I gotta turn. Cash is still utterly confused, and I watched you make them. They're not cookies. We have.
Can make some good cookies too.
All right, hang on a second. Hang on 1 second, y'all. All right, hang on. Hang on a second. Let me rinse this off
Here.
before I get my hands all dirty.
Yeah, don't get my phone.
Go to
mixed up.
Google. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back. All right, let me get y'all down here with the guac. What y'all think about them biscuits? I'll have to go take the neighbor's son. I have to chop up this avocado, mash it up. Now, I mean, I tried to get water at Food Line, y'all, and they was out of water. They was out of water. Food Line was out of water. These dang tourists are emptying out the grocery stores. I had to get some from Publix today. But you know what? When I put my order in last night, and I didn't even think about ordering another jalapeno, they was out of jalapenos too.
Jalapeno?
Yes, jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
Are we going to do this again?
Yeah.
No. Listen, Linda. The Duke likes to give me a hard time about the way I enunciate things. Don't even get me started. So we're gonna eat this guac without.
Well, we all know that J's are pronounced like H's in Mexico
Okay, well, you want to call
and
John?
Spanish.
You don't even know what you're saying. Call John and ask him if he has a jalapeno.
No,
Okay, because he probably does.
I don't want any jalapenos in there anyway.
No?
No.
Okay.
I tell them the consistency that you've got there.
The consistency is not there yet, but you want to mash it. You want to mash it up till it's mashed. You know, because if you've ever had guac, I mean, it's kind of a little bit chunky, but not much. The chunky is usually, you know, the tomatoes, the onions, the jalapenos. I say jalapenos because I'm Southern. Hey, Stephanie and John. Glad I can make y'all laugh. See, when you're not doing true crime, you can be funny. You know what I mean? Listen, my family is Dutch and Scottish and Swedish. But I'm just Southern by the grace of God. And I don't sound like none of that. I'm country, but don't mistake my country accent for being ignorant, because I'm not. Let me just go ahead and tell you. Right, Betty? Like when you was making fun of me on my video about the way that I was talking, honey, I'll take you to church and baptize your ass so fast. It'll make the devil's head spin. Don't play with me. I didn't even tell you about that, hubby. Bullhorn Betty, she's got a heart on for me again. She loves me. I think she's in love with me. I think she wants to be me. What do you think, babe?
They hate us because they ain't us.
They hate us because they ain't us. Y'all hear that? They hate us because they ain't us. That's what the Duke said.
Ain't us.
That's what I said. They ain't us. I'm going to whip him. I am going to whip him. Okay, so we want to get about a half small yellow onion, but I have Vidalia because I don't eat yellow onion. Horsewoman, she's still dragging me about Sebastian's case. You know how petty Betty is. She's a giant Karen with a narcissistic attitude, and she's just trying to gaslight me. But listen, I don't even think about her. I just laugh and laugh and laugh to myself because she looks like a fool. She's 3 gallons of crazy in a 2-gallon bucket, honey. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Let her continue. Let her continue to make an ass of herself. Everybody knows. And if people want to go over there and support that while she makes fun of my accent and makes fun of that I got blips together, she even said some crazy stuff about Trevor Lee. Betty, you better keep Trevor Lee out of your damn mouth. Quit playing. She's mad because she says that I flipped her off on Facebook. Number one, Betty, I don't post videos on Facebook, honey. And number two, the only reason I responded to you was because you were being an asshat to me. That's all. That's all it is. Otherwise, I would have never even mentioned you. But you can't keep your mouth shut. You need to go put some treatment on that hair because it seems like the chemicals you've been putting on that is affecting your brain. I'm concerned.
Just make guacamole.
Babe, sit over there and watch disc golf. He's concerned I'm over here not making his guacamole and talking about Betty. I am still making your guacamole while I'm telling people how it is. And if you want to see a little clip, I did upload a short of that heifer. But honestly, that's all she's going to get out of me because I personally am just not that invested in a psychopath. So, it's what it is. So she can carry on. Allie, enjoy your dinner, love. Now, this is my fresh cilantro, but it's frozen, so I'm going to have to cut it open. It is fresh. I just got it a couple days ago when I made his salsa. And I need to chop some up for this guacamole, but I forgot to thaw it out. So I'm hoping that I can be able to get a little bit of this. How much do I need? 3 tablespoons. I think if we cut this whole end off, that'll be plenty. Vacuum seal that back in a minute. Have I missed anybody coming in? Because it's hard for me to look down. Looks so crispy like fried chicken. It does. Bet you don't need jalapeno. You are too spicy. I am. Look, Michelle said hush it, Duke. So there's that. Now on fresh cilantro, I do like to cut out my stems as much as possible because I'm gonna tell you, it's just not good. So what's everybody else up to while we make this guac? Y'all been having a good week? Y'all been having a good summer? Anybody going on vacation? Michelle and Allie's coming to visit me. And we're going to have a good time here in Myrtle Beach. We're going to go see and do all the things, okay? And y'all might see it because I might go live. I don't know. You never can tell. What I do know is that we're not going to get the guitar player at the local bar intoxicated where he falls off the stage. Right, Michelle? We're not going to do that? Well, Michelle and I didn't do that anyway, but somebody else did. Come to Charleston, Chris? Well, if they want to make the trip. Hubby's off. He's taking Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I think he wants, I think Screwball and him's going to play golf. So let's see now. This time. Now, if y'all have any questions for me about any of my recipes, let me know. I try to share some of my recipes on my YouTube community wall, but if you're a member and you come over to Discord, we have a whole recipe chat where I share a whole bunch of my recipes. Miss Brittany says, hey, my email is going to say in the topic tomatoes, just so you'll know. Okay. Sounds good. I will check it as soon as I'm done with this. I have another live stream after this. But I will definitely get to it as soon as I can. 2 garlic cloves minced. By the way, one clove of garlic is usually equal to about a tablespoon, in case you need that for reference. tablespoon. 1 tablespoon is about 1 clove of garlic. They reopened 2 of VHB charges on the ROs that were closed. I did not know that, Chris. How interesting. But also, not surprising. These poor parents have been through enough. Listen, I don't know if do I think they're guilty? No. But I mean, if they are, like, I didn't know. I'm not hiding anything. I'm not covering for anybody. I gave them a safe place to share information about their son that was missing in the first interview. There's no bad intentions. I don't know these people, but they've been very kind to me, and I want their son to be found. And I feel like that until there's evidence to say that they're guilty of something, people should leave them alone, period. Like, what right do you have to go out here and call people murderers? It's just like that old kayak witch. These people have a lot of nerve. And then she goes, it's for entertainment purposes only. Bitch, do you think that that makes a damn? Just because you say it's for entertainment purposes, or that you say, well, this is just my opinion and this is for entertainment purposes only. No, that doesn't change anything. It means you're a shit human being. Get a fucking life. Okay, I'm sorry for my rant, but I just had to say that because these people literally infuriate me, which is why I don't watch all this other drama stuff going on, because it's ridiculous. All right, we got 1 garlic clove, 2 garlic clove. I don't have fresh right now, so I usually use Spice World minced garlic. Yeah, a missing child is not entertainment. These people need attention. They are armchair detectives / weird psychopath. The Duke said bitches. Babe, I guess that pretty much sums it up.
Bitch with a capital C.
Bitch with a capital C, he said. Okay, thank you for that, Duke. Listen, my husband is just about as fed up with it as I am, and because he has to hear it from me. Or he'll walk in when I'm listening to nonsense or somebody else, that's talking about something, and he just rolls his eyes and he's like, my God, don't any of these people have a job and work? Don't they have anything better to do than just sit around and make up shit? Nope. Nope. They think they're going to go viral. They're going to solve the case. Nobody on YouTube is going to solve this case. It's just ridiculous. I'm just mixing all of the onion, garlic. I'm going to add in some cilantro. And then we're going to cut up some tomatoes to put in it. What y'all think? Okay, let me cut up this tomato. Hey, Peekaboo, did I see you come in, darling? How are you? Pika, I am not here to learn. Screwball cannot know that I can make biscuits. That's not a lot of guac. That is actually 3. That's 3 avocados. Yeah. Hubby said it's never enough. And listen, it only keeps in the refrigerator The same as salsa, about 3 or 4 days. I don't like to keep stuff in the refrigerator longer than that because I have OCD. Now, my husband will say things that trigger me, like, well, he's not over here, but I wish he was, so you could hear him say it. Maybe he'll get up and come over here and tell you the things that aggravate me. Right, babe?
Right.
Like,
Certain things don't go bad.
certain things do go bad. Oh, Texas Pete. That don't
Speed doesn't go bad.
Texas Pete doesn't expire. He just says stuff to get to me because it makes him laugh. Because he knows that I'm OCD. Worcestershire sauce doesn't expire. Such and such doesn't expire. I'm like, everything has an expiration date. And if I can't find it on the bottle, I'm not, no, sir. No, there's going to be a date on it or it doesn't get purchased. If I clean out the refrigerator and I can't find the date, it goes in the trash can, period. Because I don't function. That's not how I live my life, sir. You get food poison one time, you will never see things the same again. I promise you. I can't see what you're saying. Hang on. Hey, popcorn M&Ms. Two Old Crow said, please tag me when you do Heather Elvis. Getting back to work, OCD. Yeah, so good. I will definitely do it. Hubby, I do want to cover Heather Elvis. Do you think you might be able to reach out to her parents to see if they'd be willing to maybe talk to me? No? You don't think they will? I know, but I would like to interview her to see if she has any thoughts today. Because I don't feel like there's been resolution for that family. Hubby says he's not sure that they'd want to talk. They've really been through a lot, y'all. But we can always go down to Peachtree Landing where she was last seen. We can continue to talk about this case. Because I just don't feel like justice was served in that case. I'll never forget when that happened. Do I think the Moores are guilty of something? Yes. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't be doing any time, but it's all about what you can prove. And without finding her body for evidence, well, I really think the wife was behind it. I really think there was a good chance she might have been pregnant from Sydney Moore. Such a sad case. Hey, Tree Linty, Heather Elvis, who is a girl that's local to where I'm at that went missing a long time ago, and they never found her, but they do believe that the Moore husband and wife had something to do with her disappearance. Because Sydney Moore, the husband, was cheating with her on his wife. And I don't feel like justice was served. I don't feel like they got what they deserved. For sure. I think that one tomato is going to be plenty, to be honest with you. Hey, Hubby, are you helping? You helping? You want a treat? Daddy sent 5 for me to get you some more treats, so I'll take you tomorrow and get you some more treats. She's such a baby. Okay. right, now we're gonna juice these limes and add some sea salt. Let's mix these tomatoes in. I usually just like to fold it over once I get the tomatoes in there. We're making guac right now, Treeland T. You're going to find Chico. Chico, did you run away? Man, that case I read today really. Yeah, Chico. Chico and I are gonna, she asked me to talk about a case out of Memphis. So she's getting some stuff together. So we'll be talking about that soon. Sea salt. And we're gonna put 3 limes in this. Well, babe, they didn't have the regular limes. They were out. I know. Well, I mean, babe, I did ask, but apparently Food Line is just, I mean, they should just shut down, apparently. I should have just got my stuff from Publix, but my gosh, just the price difference is outrageous. It's crazy. Okay, we're gonna squeeze the limes. If you guys don't have one of these juicers, they're excellent. So I cut my limes in half, put them face down. It captures all the seeds. And then we're going to squeeze all the lime juice. Until it's exhausted. And then we're going to do all the other limes. Yeah, the husband wrote a book about how to hide a body. You got to be kidding me, right? Yeah, I can't wait to see all the information on that, Chico. That's craziness. I'm telling you, there are some evil ass people in this world. No doubt. Okay, let's mix that in and see where we are. Oh, I'm going to need that last lime piece. That did end up being. It says 1 lime, but these are mini limes, so I put 3. Because normally a lime is like pretty big. And these little mini limes, well, that just ain't no count. They ain't big as a minute. They must be doing some serious drinking down here if there ain't no limes, right? All right, and then we're going to get a ½ teaspoon of some sea salt. I can break into this bad boy. Let's see. Let's get it in there. I feel like that's good. All right, let me mix up this guac. I had a bowl to put this in. What did I do with it? This does not have any jalapenos in it because the store didn't have any jalapenos. So, but Duke said he didn't want any in it this time. So, what did I do with my dish that I was going to put this in? Oh, there it is. Freeland tea, I made some fresh buttermilk biscuits. They're ready to eat with some butter, honey, some grape jelly. Sop it up with some gravy. These things they're very fluffy, aren't they, babe? Mmm. So good. Go back and watch the beginning. I show you how I make them. The ingredients are in the description of this video. Mmm. So good. Oops. And like I said, I'm gonna be, what time is it? 7:17. I'm gonna be live about 8:30. Hang on, let me take this back to Hubby. I'll be live about 8:30. We're gonna talk about the sentencing that happened on Monday with Chris Dontel in the Megan Jackson homicide of Gregory Rice here in Horry County. Chris Dontel was our deputy coroner, and he had an affair with Megan Jackson, and where she murdered Gregory Rice, and he helped her hide the body. So we're gonna go over that. It won't be a long live stream, just to share that court. I think court. I'm going to do the court TV video. We'll talk a little about that. Okay, the sun is getting out. Homemade guac. This is the container size. And it's a little bit chunky because of the tomatoes and the onion that's in it, but it's pretty smooth. So maybe we'll do another cooking live soon. Next time, maybe I'll make some homemade salsa. Or I don't know, if you have something that Crystal wanted me to make biscuits, because she said apparently her biscuits were like baseballs too. So I told her that I would show her how to make them, so she could make them for her husband. If y'all enjoyed it, hit the like button. Share this out. So we got the guac made. And we got the fresh baked Southern buttermilk biscuits made right here by Dutch Girl on this live stream. If you enjoyed this cooking live and just hanging out with me, please like and share this stream. Make sure you're subbed up. We'd love to have you on the Dutch bus. You can find all the information in the description of this video. I'm going to go have a little bit of dinner and walk the dog, go feed the birds, and water my plants on the front porch and get these dishes started. And then I'll see you guys about 8:30. Hey, Mercedes girl. I'll see you guys probably about 8:30, and we'll go over Chris Dontel's court hearing where he was sentenced on Monday. And I won't keep you, longer than we have to, but I do appreciate you choosing to spend your time here with me where we're not just talking about true crime and missing cases, but we just do all the things over here. So thank you for joining from the Dutch Girl Kitchen today, and I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. So I am going to hop over here and play y'all out with a little outro, and I'll see you guys in just a little while, and we will go over that next live stream. I think I do have it scheduled for around 8:30, 8:45. So maybe I'll see you guys back then. Take care, guys, and thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all. We'll chat soon. Bye now.
We started a game we never got to finish.
I was just fooling about.
I wasn't.
Working hard, but we never had a breath.
I'm your huckleberry.
On to the next. Everybody take a rest. Can a man just flex? Flex. I said beggars never choose, winners never lose. Who the fuck is you? About to take a snooze. Beg you tell the truth, yeah, beg you tell the truth. Lying to yourself, but in your eyes you got no clue. I come back like spinal and spin the vinyl. Don't come back with my flow, there'll be no survival. I'm defiant with the rules everywhere that I go. But I lay low if I pick the high road, yeah. And it goes, there's no rest for the wicked at all. And they know. Working hard, but we never had a breath. On to the next. Everybody take a rest. Can a man just flex? Working hard, but we never had a breath. On to the next. Everybody take a rest. Can a man just flex? Flex, 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 flex. Give me the jewels, give me the goals, give me the good shit, keep it brand new. I had to move, switch fuels. I was getting kinda sick of the commute. Give me a Uber with no roof, and I crashed Bandicoot. Put that ice in my glass like the cup caught the flu. Sick, I choke. And you don't say as you do now. And it goes, there's no rest for the wicked at all. And they know. Working hard, but we never had a breath. On to the next. Everybody take a rest. Can a man just flex? Working hard, but we never had a breath. On to the next.